Stop defending yourself wrong. Do this instead. Why defending yourself too much makes you weak? You think defending yourself is strength, but most of the time it is not. Many people talk too much when they feel attacked. They explain, they justify, they argue. They believe words will protect them, but words often expose fear. Real power is quiet. Real strength is calm. This lesson will change how you see yourself. It will change how people treat you. You do not need to fight every battle. You do not need to answer every accusation. You do not need to prove your value to everyone. The moment you understand this, your life becomes lighter. The hidden trap of over-defending yourself. When someone questions you, your body reacts first. Your heart beats faster. Your mind looks for answers. You feel the need to respond. You feel the need to correct them. This is natural, but it is dangerous. Because when you defend yourself too quickly, you give away control. You let the other person decide your emotions. They push, you react. This is not power. This is a trap. Power is choosing when to speak. Power is choosing when to stay silent. People who over-defend themselves look insecure, even when they are right. Confidence does not rush. Confidence waits. Why silence feels uncomfortable at first. Silence scares beginners. Silence feels like weakness. You worry people will misunderstand you. You worry they will think you are guilty. But silence is not emptiness. Silence is space. Space gives you control. Space forces others to reveal themselves. When you stay calm, the other person often keeps talking. They expose their emotions. They expose their intentions. Silence is not losing. Silence is observing. Strong people observe before they act. The difference between explaining and leading. Explaining comes from fear. Leading comes from certainty. When you explain too much, you ask for approval. When you lead, you expect respect. People feel this difference instantly. Leaders speak clearly, then they stop. They do not beg to be understood. They trust their presence. You do not need long speeches. You need grounded energy. Energy speaks louder than words. Why people test you. People test boundaries. It is human nature. They test your tone. They test your reactions. They want to see how easy you are to move. If you react emotionally, they push more. If you stay steady, they step back. This is not cruelty. This is instinct. The world respects stability. The cost of always explaining yourself. Explaining drains energy. Explaining creates dependence. You become tired. You become frustrated. You feel unseen. You feel unvalued. Because deep inside, you know something is wrong. You are giving too much power away. Your worth does not need constant defense. A diamond does not argue that it is valuable. It simply exists. The quiet confidence rule. Quiet confidence is built, not born. It comes from self-trust. It comes from discipline. It comes from knowing who you are. When you trust yourself, you do not panic. When you trust yourself, you do not rush. You pause. You breathe. That pause changes everything. The moment you should stop talking. Stop talking when emotions rise. Stop talking when your voice speeds up. These are warning signs. Your power leaks when emotions lead. Silence gives you time. Time gives you clarity. Clarity gives you strength. You are not weak for walking away. Walking away is not losing. Walking away is choosing peace. Not every conversation deserves your energy. Not every person deserves access to you. Strong people protect their energy. They know their limits. They do not explain themselves to people who refuse to listen. Control is internal first. You cannot control others, but you can control your response. This is where real power begins. When you stop reacting, you start leading. Your calm becomes a wall. Your calm becomes a signal. People feel it. A new definition of self-defense. Self-defense is not fighting back. Self-defense is self-control. It is emotional strength. It is mental discipline. It is knowing when to speak. It is knowing when to stay silent. This skill will protect you for life. The first practice. The next time you feel attacked, pause. Do not speak immediately. Breathe once, then breathe again. Let the silence work for you. Notice how the other person reacts. Notice how you feel stronger. This is the first step. You are becoming someone different. As you practice this, something changes. You feel grounded. You feel less reactive. You feel more respected. Not because you demanded respect, but because you embodied it. This is quiet power.
Part 2. How to respond with power without defending yourself. Now you understand one thing. Defending yourself too much makes you weaker. But a new question appears. If I do not defend myself, what should I do instead? This part gives you the answer. Not theory, practice. Simple words, strong energy. The power of a calm response. When someone attacks you with words, they expect reaction. They expect emotion. If you give them calm, you break the pattern. Calm is unexpected. Calm is uncomfortable for attackers because calm shows control. Control creates respect. You do not need to win the argument. Most arguments are traps. They steal your time, they steal your energy. Winning an argument rarely changes anything. People protect their ego, not the truth. Powerful people do not chase victory. They choose peace. Replace explaining with stating. Explaining is long. Stating is short. Explaining sounds unsure. Stating sounds grounded. For example, instead of saying, "I did not mean that, let me explain," say, "That is not my intention." Then stop. Silence finishes the sentence. Short sentences create authority. Long sentences invite debate. Short sentences close doors. Authority comes from clarity. Here are examples. I understand your view. I disagree. This is my decision. That will not work for me. No apology, no story, just truth. The mirror technique. When people attack, they want emotional reaction. Do not give it. Reflect their words back calmly. Example, you are careless. You say, you feel I am careless. Then stop. This removes heat. This returns responsibility. Let people sit with their words. Silence is a teacher. After your short response, stay quiet. Do not rescue the moment. Do not fill the space. Let them feel their own words. Often they soften, often they step back. Confidence is felt before it is heard. Your tone matters more than your words. Slow voice, steady breath. No rush. Your body speaks first. Stand straight, relax shoulders. People feel your calm. You are not here to convince everyone. This is an important truth. Not everyone deserves explanation. Not everyone deserves access. Some people want control, not understanding. Do not feed that hunger. Respect comes from boundaries. Boundaries are quiet lines. They do not shout. They do not threaten. They simply exist. When someone crosses them, you respond calmly. Example, that tone is not okay. Then silence. No anger, no drama. Emotional distance is strength. Distance protects clarity. You can listen without absorbing emotion. You can hear without reacting. This is a skill. This is discipline. The power of not correcting everything. You do not need to correct every mistake. You do not need to fix every misunderstanding. Some things are not worth energy. Let small things pass. Save strength for what matters. Strong people choose their battles. Energy is limited. Spend it wisely. If the conversation leads nowhere, step away. Silence is also an answer. Simple responses for difficult moments. Here are calm sentences. I see. Noted. I will think about it. This conversation is not productive. We can talk later. Say them slowly. Then stop. Do not fear discomfort. Growth feels uncomfortable. Silence feels uncomfortable at first. But discomfort builds strength. Comfort builds weakness. When people push harder. Some people push when you stay calm. This is a test. Do not break. Repeat your boundary. Then disengage. Walking away is power. You are training others how to treat you. Every response teaches others. If you explain too much, they push more. If you stay calm, they adjust. People learn fast. Respect yourself first. Respect starts inside. When you respect yourself, others follow. You do not beg for respect, you demonstrate it. This is a skill, not a talent. No one masters this overnight. Practice daily, fail sometimes. Learn. Progress matters. What changes inside you? As you practice, fear reduces. Confidence grows. You feel stable. You feel centered. Your presence becomes stronger. Part 3. How to build inner power so you never need to defend yourself again. Real power is built before conflict, not during it. When pressure comes, habits respond, not willpower. This part teaches you how to build that power. Slowly, daily. So calm becomes natural, so silence feels strong. Power starts with self-trust. Self-trust is quiet. It does not announce itself. You build it by keeping small promises every day. Wake up when you say you will. Finish what you start. Each action tells your mind, I can trust myself. That trust becomes stability. Stability creates presence. Presence is felt before words. When you enter a room, people sense energy, not thoughts. A stable person feels safe. A calm person feels strong. You do not need to perform. You just need to be grounded. Control your morning. Control your day. Mornings shape the mind. Wake up slow. Breathe deep. Do not rush into noise. Silence in the morning builds silence inside. A calm start creates a calm response later.
Train your nervous system. Calm is physical, not just mental. Slow breathing tells the body, I am safe. Practice this daily. Inhale slow, exhale slower. Your body learns peace. Reduce inner noise. Too much input weakens focus. Less news, less scrolling, more quiet moments. Power grows in silence. Choose fewer words in life. Talk less, observe more. Words cost energy. Save them. When you speak less, people listen more. Build physical grounding. The body supports the mind. Walk daily. Move slowly. Feel your feet touch the ground. This simple habit anchors you. Anchored people do not panic. Discipline beats motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. Do small actions every day. No drama, no excuses. This builds self-respect. Self-respect changes everything. When you respect yourself, you stop explaining. You stop chasing approval. You stand still. The world adjusts. Learn to be alone. Silence with yourself builds strength. Sit alone, no phone. Feel thoughts rise. Let them pass. This trains emotional control. Emotional control is freedom. Emotions are waves. You do not need to drown. Watch them. Let them move. Do not react immediately. Pause. Freedom lives in that pause. Power is not loud. Loudness seeks attention. Power attracts attention. Strong people do not shout. They do not rush. They move with intention. Detach from needing validation. Validation is a trap. If you need others to approve, you lose control. Approve yourself first. Then opinions lose power. Become predictably calm. Consistency builds trust. When people know you are calm, they stop testing. Your calm becomes reputation. Reputation protects you. Choose your identity. Say this quietly. I am calm under pressure. Repeat it daily. Identity guides behavior. Behavior shapes reality. Accept that some people will dislike you. This is freedom. Not everyone will understand you. Not everyone will like you. That is okay. Peace comes from acceptance. When you no longer need to defend, something shifts. Words no longer trigger you. Opinions feel lighter. You respond, not react. This is mastery. The final practice. Next time conflict appears, pause, breathe, speak less, stand firm. Let calm lead. You have changed. You are not the same person. You move slower. You think clearer. People feel it. This is inner power. Final truth. You never needed to defend yourself. You needed to trust yourself. When you trust yourself, the world follows.
If this message hit you, then don't just watch and leave. Like this video, share it to someone who needs this wake-up, and subscribe to this channel. Study yourself 1 hour a day. We are building a different breed here, a new generation of doers, people who don't wait for permission, people who build themselves daily, people who compound quietly and become untouchable over time. Hit subscribe, join the movement. 1 hour a day, every day. And in 1 year, your future self will not recognize you anymore. Let's grow. Let's execute. Let's dominate our own potential. Subscribe now and start becoming the person nobody can compete with.